So let's go ahead and talk about the Little League World Series as well. You have an elite defense. This is Kenny, one of our cool subscribers here. You have an elite defense, but the schedule is scary. Uh, I think the defense is fantastic. I think the defense, Kenny, it looked fantastic in preseason. I think even more so, they're going to have 3 undrafted rookies that look fantastic. Keon Martin, definitely check out Keon Martin, Jay Higgins, Keon Martin, Jay Higgins, and I had a brain lock. Keon Martin, Jay Higgins, and Ruben Lowry. Ruben Lowry was fantastic for him as well. Yes, I do play fantasy football. I play in a couple leagues as well. Best time, obviously, to draft fantasy football is now because the season is starting. All right, so let's talk about. I know he loves football. I always do football. Little League World Series, Chinese Taipei. So it's been a couple years. When I was watching it when I was younger, they were absolutely dominating the Little League World Series. They would absolutely be the team to actually dominate in that. And it's been a couple years now since they've been quite as good. But this year, they are really good. And so what we're going to see now is them win the 18th Little League World Series, extending its storied legacy. This game wasn't in doubt at all. Let me get the graphic.
The world of parenting could use a lot less time and a lot more support. See how River is lightening the load to create a more parent-friendly world at Gerber.com. And my understanding is I'm having trouble.
So let's hit the graphic up. The score was 7-0 in this one as well. And so Chinese Taipei beat the team from Las Vegas, Nevada in this game as well. And so I this was never in doubt. I thought this was the whole time. The last couple of years we've had really, really close games in this, and this one at all wasn't close at all. This wasn't in no universe was this a close game. The kid from Chinese Taipei, Li Qingtin, was fantastic. When I used to watch Jim Palmer call this game when he worked at ABC, he used to call a kid like Li Qingtin the man child. That's exactly what you saw. Big kid on the field, big playing on the field, good on the mound, hitting on offense. That's what you saw as well from him. RBI basically broke it open. In this one here with the triple that drove in 3 runs. I think it was the 5th inning as well. So he was fantastic there. He on the mound, he was even better. The near no as well. 5 innings as well. Only didn't pitch the 1 inning in relief. I think you can't pitch more than 5 in the little leagues as well. 4 Ks, only the 1 hit as well. The man child on the other side, Kashi Malin as well. Really good throughout the course of the World Series as well. Not so good, didn't do anything. Only the 1 hit by Garrett Gallegos. Gallegos won the game actually on the mound for them to actually get them to the Little League World Series. And he was the one that broke up the no in this one as well. I think in a lot of ways I love this because this is not – we talked about Kyle Hamilton and contracts and all this stuff, but talking about the game of baseball in its purest form, in a way it is. And I always catch that because I kind of always thought, for worse or for better – these kids are really big. I mean, this kid, Leach Key. I mean, he put his hands to one of the announcers, and man, he looked old enough to be. I mean, he looked bigger than the announcers. Like some of these kids. Look like. If I'm standing next to them, who's the dad and who's the son, as well. I'm trying to show the last out here. I did ping it. Try not to go too fast because what Twitter keeps doing, I keep moving fast, and then it keeps scrolling. So I'm gonna do that. I'm trying to scroll it nice and easy. Too easy. In the army, yeah, you say easy. It ain't so easy. I ain't showing up. Give it a few more seconds.
Whatever I do, he's always there with those fish eyes. I can't stand it.
All right, there's Basayo contracts. We'll talk about the Sam Basayo contract as well. I think that is a big deal. Signing Samuel Basayo to a contract over the long term is a huge thing. Actually doing that.
Bothers me to the point of screaming. He won't let up. I just have to get away.
I can't let you do it. I don't ever want you to leave.
I'll come back after he's gone. It'll only be for a few weeks. I work somewhere else in the meantime.
Look for one more second here before I.
The Golden Palace. Only you have to help me leave. Please, Jim.
Apologize. I should have had it queued up here.
I'll make it up to you later.
I just hate to think of you not being here.
I started to leave it pinned on the tab there. But the Samuel Basayo signed this deal as well.
6 o'clock in the morning. If you want to be on there without Rollins finding out, I'll take your bags to the station and have ready for you.
He knows I always take a walk early in the morning.
Well, fine.
See if you guys can see that.
You circle around the other side of the station.
So yeah, let's look at that too. Samuel Basayo signs a big time contract, 8 years, $67 million as well. That's nothing but good. Nothing but good. With Sam Basayo signing a big time major league deal like that as well. I think Basayo is getting a deal like that. I think is fantastic in all ways possible as well.
I better go downstairs and see.
Let's go ahead and punch up Little League World Series.
Just another night. Otherwise, he might start wondering. Be on his guard.
I still don't understand why you gotta run away like this. Why you gotta be so secret about your leaving? Why can't you just tell Rollins to go to the devil?
So the Little League World Series here, and we got that's a preview. And here it is.
There is the starter and the stud. And a sky-high fly ball to left. Should do it, and it will. For the first time since 1996, Chinese Taipei, champions of the Little League baseball world.
So there you go.
They have won their 18th Little League World Series title more than any other country, and the relief on the staff.
So there you go. Chinese Taipei actually winning the Little League World Series as well. So I thought it was fantastic. I mean, I always think that's a great event for what? Because if you have a son, have a daughter, put them in Little League, man, so they could learn how to play the game of baseball. The lines where the guys are slapping five and everything like that. Definitely guys are not always this good, but it's absolutely a great thing here as well. Talking about football, apparently we got Kenny here. Teddy Buchanan, I thought wasn't as good as I had hoped, but I thought definitely in time, I think he's definitely going to be a guy that is that's definitely going to help. I think like this good 4th round pick as well. He's going to have some competition though. Jay Higgins looked really good. So definitely do that. Okay. America is steep decline. That's a long conversation we could have. But certainly in Little League Baseball, this wasn't their year to go ahead and get that done. All right, one more segment. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the Orioles. We did talk about Sam Basayo as well. Let's talk about all the stuff that happened this week. All things Baltimore Orioles as well. Josh Walker on last Thursday signed on waivers from the Philadelphia Phillies, the option on the AAA. Recalled Daniel Johnson and placed Adley Rutschman on the 10-day DL. So I don't think we're going to see Adley again this year at all. I think with all the catchers they have, and we'll get to that, but we question now whether he's ever going to play again for the Orioles. I never thought I'd be saying that. But with the Basayo contract as well, there's going to be a lot of teams trying to get Adley Rutschman. There's going to be a lot of teams trying to get Adley Rutschman. Catchers are just way too scarce out there. Cal Raleigh notwithstanding the season he's having, but it's just too hard to get these guys. And I definitely think with that, so I don't know if he's going to play much here. We'll see. I hope he does. And we talked about it. 21-year-old Sammy Basayo, one of the top 10 prospects in all of Major League Baseball this year, is going ahead and signed an 8-year, $67 million deal. So it has been a minute. So we've been asking for this as fans. I certainly on this channel, I've been doing this now, my third anniversary of doing this podcast. And I have been talking about when are we going to see a long-term extension of a core piece. You finally got it. There it is. Sam Basayo. Obviously, there's risk involved. He's still a prospect. He's still going to have rookie status next year. So we don't know how good he's going to be. So there is some risk, with inherent risk, with taking a guy that's you haven't seen much. But this is the route you got to go. If you are going to not sign free agents and wait, you need to sign young players while they're still young and take the risk of them getting better if you're going to get better, if you ever intend to have core pieces. So it's been many years since we've had this. So this is good. I think you saw Dave Rubinstein and Mike Elias. This tells me they're going to be around here. Well, we know Dave Rubinstein, but Mike Elias, we can tell he's going to be around here next year. Interesting to see what happens there. So that's excellent work for the Orioles getting that done. I think this was the highlight of the week. That raised the antenna up of everybody everywhere. Brandon Young, 15-day DL, transferred Felix Bautista to the 60-day DL, selected the contract of Matt Bowman. Bowman, this is the fourth time he's been up. They're just the bullpen, they just don't even care, man. They just up, down, up, down, up, down. Guys aren't even getting a chance to do anything. Jordan Westberg on the 10-day DL, retroactive to 19th. Gary Sanchez to the 10-day DL to the 60-day DL. So all this money they're spending now at catcher, you're not going to have any of them next year. I don't think Gary Sanchez is a free agent. For sure, I don't see any chance of that. I think, especially the way Alex Jackson's possibly looked or some of these other guys, interesting to see what happens in the off season. I think we already talked about that. Yeah, Monday, Alva Suarez put a rehab assignment to the Norfolk Tides. I do think Suarez is going to, they like to get him on the mound sometime this year. Again, Wells, etc., Suarez, get him on the mound so you're not having the whole offseason, whether these guys are going to be on the mound, whether get them some reps in here in the last month, and see how they do in that situation. We got back Kyle Bradish, who's been reinstated, and I thought Kyle Bradish was fantastic. Fantastic. That's exactly what he looked great. I thought he's a great rehab. I thought his mound. We didn't win the game, which would have been good. We lost 5-0 to the Red Sox, who have been fantastic. By the way, Red Sox have been put them away. My daughters would put it low-key good. They're kind of going under the radar, but they are in second place. They are really charging on the Blue Jays and moving ahead of the Yankees in that division. So really, really good stuff there from them. And I thought Bradish was fantastic. Francis was fantastic, even though the bullpen went ahead and got blown up as well. Kane Sharp-Dubin on waivers from the Astros. Scott Buick from 15-day to 16-day. And, of course, they TFA'd Matt Bowman. They kind of do this. This is not the first year we've seen it. We've kind of seen this with Keegan Aiken up until recently. You kind of saw this with several of their relievers. They just horses with courses. Bowman's been down 4 times, up 4 times. I haven't been great either. I will say that, but that's just odd. Like, why are you bringing a guy up and down so many times? Here's another one. Emmanuel Ferreira, like, selected the contract from him from Norfolk. DFA Vimuel Manchin, right? Who hit the homer, so he was good as well. So Brandon Young, not going to pitch anymore this year. 15-day DL to the 16-day DL. Option Yanimir Helago as well. He struggled. He didn't pitch well. I don't think there's any question about that. So I have a hard time. I have a hard time having a problem with that. Simply because you didn't play well. So I can't really put you in the category of a guy that I kind of felt bad for him because he was a guy that's been waiting a long time. I mean, he's been pretty good in. He's been pretty good in the minors all year long. Also, too, with that same thing, Rosie Contreras. So it was a guy like the Orioles really had some hopes for him in the offseason as well. Really thought maybe he'd be a bigger part of the bullpen, Contreras. So, but again, kind of the same deal. They really don't give relievers a chance. A lot of times they go up, down. Well, they were ineffective. Well, they got to go. They kind of keep a couple of core guys there, but they're really quicker, I think, at sometimes where they need to kind of get rid of relievers. When they don't pitch well for a stretch. Now, I'm not saying Hidalgo was really struggling. It kind of definitely makes sense. But in some cases, yeah, I mean, I think you need to show some patience with some of your young players. So that's definitely that's absolutely a thing as well. Baltimore Orioles, and I say Rosina Lawson will join the organization as a chief strategy officer, overseeing corporate operations for the ball club as well. So Katie Griggs is basically running the business side of the Orioles. So that's the name that they're actually going ahead and using as well. So I know it's owned by David Rubenstein, but I don't think he's running the day-to-day. I mean, Rubenstein has got his hands in several different things there as well. But we will see about that. But definitely getting more the baseball side of this transaction is they're embracing the analytics as well. So it's definitely an organization that's definitely embracing analytics. Really, again, we talked about this as well. Adley Rushman, definitely out now. NFL team called about Adley Rushman as top trade destination. Adley is going to be in demand. There's going to be a lot of teams interested in Adley. So we know now with the contract with Basayo that's actually signed, it's going to be a lot of teams looking for him in the offseason to go ahead and do that as well. So we will see how that goes as well with Adley. I would be very surprised if Adley stayed as well. Who is hot right now? I can tell you like this. Let's put some respect on Nate Jeremiah Jackson. A little rough defensively in his first couple games, but I think he's been really good at the plate. I mean, considering. So I didn't even know he could play third base. Again, not great defensively, but I really like his bat speed. His bat goes through the zone really, really, really quickly for a young player. So he really moves the bat through the zone very, very well. So very impressed with what I've seen there from him as well. Also, to Dylan Beavers has still been solid. I think Beavers is really trying to work his way into a starting job here in 2026 as well. So Beavers has been really good. And also to Alex Jackson, I feel like I almost have to put Alex Jackson. Alex Jackson hit 400. I mean, hasn't been playing much, but I tell you what, every time he's been in, he's getting doubles. He's been productive. He's done a lot of good stuff. Who's hot? Kobe Mayo needs to see more. Ryan Mountcastle needs to see more. Vasquez are playing more and not playing well. Messed it up last week. San Francisco Giants and the Padres. That's this week. It looked weird because they played the same two teams 2 weeks in a row. Astros and Red Sox as well. Won tonight, 3-2. Go O's. I mean, so that's fantastic as well. The comment on Tony Mazzolino on Colton Cowser was just stunning. Well, I didn't know he was this good in center field. I was surprised. Are you kidding? Cowser has been fantastic in the field the whole time he's been in the majors. Like, well, I was surprised. Definitely, we're going to talk about the manager shirts in light of that in the offseason as well. Thank you for joining us for the Raver Sports Podcast. Check us out. Lots of content this weekend. You guys have a great day.